Hello viewers, in today's class we are going to discuss one important problem from derivatives, right? And here we have to find the derivative of y is equal to mod of tan x at x is equal to 5 pi by 3, right? So if we calculate this angle x is equal to 5 pi over 3, then it comes out to be 300 degrees, right? Because we know that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So 5 pi over 3 is equal to 5 over 3 times 180 degrees, and this is 360, and this is 5 times 60, that is 300, right? So we have to find the derivative of y is equal to mod of tan x at x is equal to 300 degrees, right? So here we'll make use of some trigonometry, and if we see the quadrants, then this is the first quadrant, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth quadrant, right? And we know that in the first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive, right? And in the second quadrant only sine function is positive, and in the third quadrant only the tangent function is positive, and in the fourth quadrant we have only the cosine function is positive, right? So if we measure the angle that is 300 degrees or 5 pi by 3, then this angle falls in the fourth quadrant, right? So here we have this angle, and this angle is 5 pi over 3, right? So we have to find the derivative of y at x is equal to 5 pi by 3, right? Now here we have to make use of the definition of absolute value function, right? Now we know that if we have a function, say y is equal to f of x is equal to mod of x, then we know that this mod of x takes the values plus x whenever x is greater than or equal to 0, and mod of x is equal to minus x whenever x is less than 0, right? So here we'll make use of this definition. So we have y is equal to mod of tan x, right? And see, from trigonometry we know that in the fourth quadrant, because we have to find the derivative at x is equal to 5 pi by 3, and in the neighborhood of x is equal to 5 pi by 3, this tan x is negative, right? So mod of tan x is equal to negative tan x. So we have mod of tan x is equal to minus tan x when x belongs to the fourth quadrant, right? So now we have y is equal to mod tan x is equal to y is equal to negative of tan x when x belongs to the fourth quadrant, right? Okay, now if we differentiate both sides, that is if we find the derivative of y with respect to x, then we have to differentiate minus tan x with respect to x, right? And we know that the derivative of tan x with respect to x is secant square x, right? Okay, so now the derivative at x is equal to 5 pi by 3 can be obtained by substituting x is equal to 5 pi by 3 in sec square x, right? So we can write dy over dx at x is equal to 5 pi by 3 is equal to minus secant square 5 pi by 3, right? And this secant square 5 pi by 3 can be written as minus 1 over cos square 5 pi by 3, right? Okay, Now we have to find the value of cos of 5 pi by 3, right? So in order to find out the value of cosine 5 pi by 3, what we will do, we'll write this angle 5 pi by 3 as 2 pi minus pi over 3, right? Because 2 pi minus 5 pi by 3 is 6 pi minus pi over 3, and that is ultimately 5 pi by 3, right? And cos of 2 pi minus pi by 3 is simply equal to cos of pi by 3, right? So here we have used an important result from trigonometry, that is cosine of 2n pi minus theta is equal to cosine theta, right? So if we take n is equal to 1 and theta is equal to 5 pi by 3, then we have this expression, right? So cos of 2 pi minus 5 pi by 3, and that is equal to cos theta, and theta is 5 pi by 3, right? So we have cos pi by 3, and cos pi by 3 is 60 degrees. So cos of 60 degrees is equal to half, right? Okay, so cos of 5 pi by 3 is equal to half. So we can substitute it over here. So we have minus 1 and we have half square, right? So if we simplify it, we'll get minus 1 over 4, that is equal to minus 4, right? So we can take this 4 to the numerator. So the derivative of y is equal to mod of tan x is equal to minus secant square x, and at x is equal to 5 pi by 3, we have dy over dx equal to minus 4, right?